Good morning, Frederick. Rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown town streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. The city's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown town streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. City's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so
Oh, good morning, Frederick. Happy Hump Day. It is Wednesday, August, what is it, the 26th? I don't even know. Yes, the 26th. We are almost at the end of the month, and I don't even know what's going on. I guess I used a different studio, so I've got to try and get my own. There we go. We got Good Morning Frederick up. I'm telling you, there is so much happening that it's kind of scary. It's kind of scary in the best way. We've got a lot of great stuff going on, and I appreciate you so much joining the show. We got a great show today, as I feel like we do every day, but today especially. We got our morning roundup with AJ. Bob Miller is out today. We're going to chat with Wayne Dorsey from the Safe Ride Foundation. Have you heard of SOS Safe Ride? Well, they do that and more. That is where you can call them. They're like Uber, but they drive your car home, which is so handy. It means there is no excuse to drive under the influence. And he's got some other stuff going on. 10 years they've been going and protecting drivers on the road in Frederick and others. Oh, poop. I didn't update this correctly. I was in the middle of doing something else. We actually have, I updated my numbers and I didn't update this. It's not Molly. She was yesterday. We actually have Helen Roth from, I know why now I got all messed up because I was trying to figure out, I think it's Frederick Country Scottish Dancers or Frederick Scottish Country Dancers. That's what I was looking up when I was doing this. So, you know me, we just roll with it as we go. All right, subscribe. And of course, we'll go over what's happening in Frederick. Subscribe to the channel right here. You can just click that button. Not click it. You can scan it and get right to the Everything Frederick Live Network. And subscribe, and Make-A-Wish Mid-Atlantic actually gets paid. I'd love for 5 more subscribers, gets them $100 before the end of the month. We're at 2,775 subscribers today. Could use your help. Would love to get to 3,000 by the end of September. And we can do that if you just share and say, hey, did you know that this is a great show that gives you information about what is happening in and around Frederick County. That's all you got to do. You're helping people out. You're helping me out. Everybody wins. I love when everybody wins. All right, let's go ahead and officially kick off your hump day.
Sponsored by Fusion Car Wash. Now with 2 locations in Frederick to serve you. One on Spectrum Drive near the FSK Mall, which is a full-service location. And TJ Drive with self-serve vacuums. Download the free Fusion Car Wash app and sign up for a monthly membership. And you can keep all your cars clean daily. FusionCarWash.com.
Well, there's news always happening in it. Well, not always, but most days there's news happening in and around Frederick County, and we call this our Morning Roundup. To do it, we got to bring in AJ Randall, who's holding down the fort at Studio 401.
It's time for the Morning Roundup with Dani, Bob, and AJ Randall. Here to get you caught up with everything you missed overnight on Good Morning Frederick.
Sponsored by In10se BBQ, family-owned barbecue food truck and catering company cooking in small batches to ensure that the food is the freshest it can be. In10se BBQ can cater your events, and they do any kind of food. It doesn't have to be barbecue. Find them at In10se BBQ.com and satisfy your meat tooth.
Oh, all right. We're heading down to Studio 401. We got AJ Randall with us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Dani.
What is happening?
I don't know, actually.
Why do you sound so weird?
Trying to figure that out. Actually, I don't sound weird in my. I don't know. I think there's stuff going on. I don't know. I have no idea. What does that sound like? It sounds normal to me, but I can tell something's off.
It sounds like you're coming through the laptop, or you sound really echoey. So maybe that they're. Oh, you know what? Wait. I might be able to fix this. Oh no, it doesn't say anything's connected over there. Okay. I don't know. Almost sounds like there's another mic on somewhere. But
oh, great.
Oh, you're good now. What'd you just do?
It was the other mic for whatever reason, so I fixed it.
Okay, there you go. Excellent.
I have no idea why it was doing that.
Well, we've had our run and our share of crazy technical things, which we do this, 600 shows, and we're still seeming to figure things out. Want to shout out Mama Cone. She has it right. This is the place to kickstart your day. Want to welcome Christy Wood back so she can watch because while we're live, because her daughter got her license. Do you remember that? You have to drive your kids everywhere, and when they get their license, you're terrified, but at the same time, you're so happy not to have to do it.
Yeah, you're terrified for like a week, and then it's like, hey, you need to pick Johnny up at practice. You need to go to the mall and grab me some shoes, and we need dinner tonight.
Right, exactly. Want to shout out Matt from the Frederick County Ghostbusters, Regina, watching us this morning, saying hello to, and she's saying blue is your color, AJ. So that the shirt you're wearing right there, which is our Good Morning Frederick April Fool's shirt. We got Dorothy Engelberger joining this morning as well. Thank you to all of you. Appreciate you popping in. It really makes our day.
Yes.
All right. So what's happening, AJ? What's going on?
Well, good morning, Dani, and good morning, Frederick. And no one could have seen this coming. Residents near the new Yellow Springs Elementary School say traffic backups around the school and the new mini roundabout, they're calling it, at Walter Martz and Spring Run Drive, Apollo Drive, are creating major delay headaches and safety concerns. In a message to families, Principal Hannah Feldman said arrival and dismissal were already getting smoother and encourage parents not already in the pickup line by 3:30 to wait until 3:45 before heading out. But nearby Tuscarora Creek residents told the Frederick News Post they're still dealing with long standstills, major congestions around the one-lane mini roundabout, and concerns that emergency vehicles could struggle to get into their neighborhoods. The city says delays are typically temporary and points to future road corrections tied to nearby developments that could help ease traffic later on. I stood on this very, very spot and said, man, that looks tiny, and there's going to be a lot of people coming in. I don't think that's going to work, but nobody listens to me.
Well, No one wants to admit that they are not good with their decisions, but yeah, I mean, look, and I love how they say, oh, it's just temporary, of course, because school only starts and stops once a day, right? So twice a day, it's a pain in the ass. Now, with Tuscarora Creek, or Tuscarora Preserve, sorry, those residents have an access out toward Walter Martz Road, but Tuscarora Creek and Cannon Bluff are screwed, basically, because that is their one way in and out unless they go all the way to Possumtown Pike and go around the other way. But if you're trying to get to 15 or whatever, that's a hassle in and of itself. So I don't know. We called it, and no one.
Well, everybody was on the video that I made saying that I'm just riling people up for no reason, and there's nothing to see here. But
even the principal. The principal even said, it's all good, nothing to see, keep moving, it's all going to be great. Well, that annoys me a little bit. It's like, acknowledge that there is an issue. I don't know what other road fixes are going to change this. We're not adding any extra roads or access that I know of in these neighborhoods. So this is going to be a problem from now until June when the kids are in school. It's not going to get easier. No. The other thing is, it is shocking the number of families that drive their children to school and pick them up. Like, it makes you wonder where, with the buses, how many kids are actually on the buses. But this is a huge elementary school. I don't know how many kids they've got in it. I can look that up. But yeah, there was no surprise. There was no surprise at all. And I love how they tell people, well, if you're not there by this time, then just wait. No parent's going to wait.
Yeah. Life will wait for you, sure. So craziness. We'll have to see how it goes on. Former Frederick Police Department Corporal James Dotson Jr. was not sentenced Tuesday in Adams County, Pennsylvania, after his attorney asked for more time to review an assessment recommending that Dotson be classified as a sexually violent predator. Judge Christina M. Simpson continued both the sentencing and the predator status hearing until September 24th at 10:30 a.m. Dotson previously pleaded guilty on one count of each child pornography and child solicitation of pornography, both third-degree felonies. Court records say he resigned from the Frederick Police Department in August of 2025 after an 18-year career. Crazy.
Yeah, well, I love how they're concerned about the label that they might receive, but, not the damage that has been done by doing what they're doing. But, oh well.
Yeah, amen on that. Roden Schwartz held a ribbon-cutting ceremony Tuesday at its new Frederick's location, where the company will manufacture a voice communications equipment for the Federal Aviation Administration's modernized air traffic control system. FAA Administrator Brian Bedford said the project is part of a national push to replace aging systems, while company leaders say the 87,000 square foot, $40 million facility on Executive Court is expected to bring about 150 jobs to Frederick. Roden Schwartz USA CEO Frank Dunn said that the site will support FAA's next generation of voice communication systems and help pilots control towers coordinate more effectively. The company says the phase is already complete. The phase is already complete with the second phase beginning now.
Wow. Well, there you go. Technology bringing some jobs to Frederick, which is really great.
Yeah, always good. Speaking of coming to Frederick, Fort Detrick officially has a new garrison commander after Colonel Christopher Chung relinquished command Tuesday to Colonel Catherine Liederberg. During a ceremony on the base and remarks in the event, Liederberg said she wants to support people living at Fort Detrick and strengthen the base's relationship with the surrounding community. Chung reflected on his time in command by praising employees for making Fort Detrick feel like home and for navigating challenges, including hiring freezes, reduced budgets, and other policy pressures. Liederberg said she specifically requested Fort Detrick when she was selected to lead a garrison and described the post as a strong match because of the community and the base's mission.
Oh, excellent. Good for her. Congratulations.
Yeah. Very nice.
What a job that is, for real.
That is. Yeah. It's a pretty light day. I do want to talk about the flock town hall that we're going to have tonight on this very set here, which is going to be great. We have gubernatorial candidate Dan Cox. We have a former mayor, Jeff Holtzinger, State Senator Bill Holden, and Sheriff Chuck Jenkins are going to be joining us. Getting some of the questions and some of the stuff aligned here. So
you want to join us tonight at 7 p.m. We're going to be live. You're going to be able to join the call live or the stream live if you'd like. There'll be a link in the description where you can just click on it and jump in, and we'll bring you on. Of course, you can ask questions. We'll be monitoring our social media for any questions coming through as best we can. We stream to several different places at one time, so it's kind of sometimes difficult to keep an eye on it all. But it's going to be a really robust conversation, and we are really looking for people who are in support of these cameras being utilized. And so we want to, give everybody an opportunity to have their voice heard, and really excited to present this for people here. This is a big thing. And if you start looking, and again, I know we use the terminology flock. We're going to be very careful tonight because flock is just a brand name like Kleenex, but there are many different companies that produce these cameras, and they're linked together and searchable by pretty much any agency that wants to access it. So, that's the other thing. So we'll bring up kind of what we should be looking for, what questions should we be asking our representatives, and looking at the representatives who maybe agree or don't agree with utilizing them as a tool.
Absolutely. So it's going to be a good information, for people to kind of get it on, because obviously we've been on this for a very long time, but the general public probably still is just hearing now of flock cameras or automatic license plate readers, the ALPRs, and really there's a lot of mis and disinformation about the whole system.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we're going to try to put that to rest. Eric at Dutch Pride Farm says no Bickle. I did invite.
Reached out.
Yeah, I did invite him on one of his posts yesterday. He posted about flock or cameras. I'm not quite sure on his stance. I hope he joins us. Everyone is invited to join us. And if you're in the Frederick area and you want to come by and be, in the studio, we'd love to have you. We're going to bring all of the, give everybody an opportunity. I don't know, we're going to go until we don't go anymore. So I'm not really sure, how long the whole stream will be, but obviously it'll be available to watch at any time. So,
yeah, I would love to have, we've reached out to the Maryland State Police and the Frederick City Police. Both have declined to comment or have any indication that they wanted to be involved in this. So if you're a police officer and you're watching this, or if you know a sheriff, or we'll have Chuck Jenkins, but Frederick City Police or doesn't matter. I just would like to talk to somebody that uses it daily and that thinks it's the perfect tool, because there are people out there, but we just can't find a lot of them.
Yeah, exactly. And before we kind of wrap up, I do want to shout out congratulations to Alexis, one of the hosts of Spiritual Signs, Metaphysical Minds. She had a baby girl, and it's funny, we had to cancel her live stream on Friday because she was having contractions. She texted me the other day saying she was in labor, and we are very, very excited to welcome our newest addition to the Everything Frederick Live family. So congrats to Alexis and her family on the addition there. That's awesome. Yeah, it is awesome. And yeah, she is psychic, but she knew it was coming. And so that's very exciting for them and their family.
The nice thing about birthing a baby is you don't have to be psychic to know it's coming.
Yeah, it'll
come. So
very, very true. Very true. Yeah. So a lot of really interesting stuff happening. And look, if you guys see anything happening in and around Frederick, please let us know. We're trying to keep up. There's a lot of new businesses coming in. We've got a lot of stuff we're trying to keep up with. And we've got some new people out who are going to be giving you updates. You should watch our social media, both Instagram, Facebook, our reels, things like that. Have a lot of updates as well. So
yeah, and be watching today. I believe we're going to be hiding some money around.
Absolutely today, money is going to be hidden. I can tell you that for a fact. We've been a little remiss. It's been so busy. I hate to say that even, but it's if you love money, we got it, and we're going to post it today, so be watching, and you never know where that is going to end up as well. Got a lot of stuff going on, though. It's all happening right here at Everything Frederick Live, right? And you got to scroll through our Instagram, scroll through our reels. I'm really super proud of all the work that our team has done, led by AJ, on getting, I'm going to pull some of them out now. We've got some reel. Well, we got one reel over 300,000 on our Everything Frederick live page, but it's been quite fun. So you can keep up to date with a lot of great stuff there as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we got a lot of great stuff. So you got to check it out. Want to thank you all for your comments. Thanks so much to Ewok for hanging out with us. And hey, do you guys still have some sunflowers left up at Dutch Pride Farm? I know they were doing, you could pick 20 stems for $10. I wanted to get up there and haven't had a chance. I'm not sure if the fields are picked clean or not, Eric. Let me know. We might head up that way and see if we can get a few stems picked. It's an amazing thing, right? You grow a bunch of sunflowers. People love taking their photos and picking those stems. So
yeah.
Regina says her mailbox is the perfect place to hide the money. I love it. Love it. All right. Do we have our first guest in studio?
Not yet.
Okay. I know we're a little early. We're a little early. So I might go ahead and take a quick break. We're going to do Happening in Frederick. We'll wait for Wayne Dorsey to come in. And then, of course, we have Helen Roth. We're going to talk about Scottish country dancing. And I went and saw them. I think that was my first year of my show. And we're going to talk about how you can join in as well. Thank you so much, AJ.
Yeah, thank you.
Sponsored by A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business located right here in Frederick, servicing Frederick County and surrounding areas. A&S Construction specialize in roofing and siding, windows and gutters, and they can even build you a new patio or deck. Call 301-703-2157 or email info@ansconstruction.net. You can get $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs. Just tell Sandra that Dani sent you.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is sponsored by Pulling for Veterans. Pulling for Veterans is a nonprofit that educates the public on PTSD. You can rent one of the trailers starting at just $1 per hour. The trailer is filled with information about PTSD and how to help. Plus, each trailer honors a vet and acts as a rolling memorial. More details at pullingforveterans.org.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
All right, first want to update you. 3 p.m. to sunset today. Says he's got to get back on the road. So that is at Dutch Pride Farm. We're going to head up there. It's off Engelberger Road in Thurmont, and you can check it out as well. I want to say hey to Darren Ahern, your Frederick Real Estate Update, host of that. Shows on Monday night at 7 p.m. Tons of great information for you. Even if you're not looking to buy or sell your home, the state of the economy seems to flow with the state of real estate. And Darren is very well versed in a lot of that information. All right, we've been talking about this. The Flock Camera live stream is tonight at 7 p.m. with Dan Cox, Bill Folden, Jeff Holdzinger, and Chuck Jenkins. Join us on all of our channels, certainly YouTube, Facebook, Everything Frederick Live, and then my personal Facebook as well. If you follow me along, you'll see it there. All right, it is happening September 17th, the final Frederick feud. This will have Soar versus Andrea's House to play for $1,000. And all the runners-up will play for $250. So we have a tournament-style play happening with all of the other teams. We got to thank Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care, Middletown Valley Bank, and welcoming new sponsor, Close Knit Primary Care. Want to thank them so much for joining the fun for this event. It is going to be a ton of fun. It is 5 to 8 p.m. at Rockwell Brewery. I guarantee tickets are going to sell out, so get your tickets today. When you scan that QR code, you have the ability to select one of the nonprofits to donate the portion of your ticket sales to them. So select one of the nonprofits. That's who's going to get money from the ticket you purchase. VIP tickets include reserved seating plus a free beverage once you are at Rockwell. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, the Great Frederick Fair Mullet Contest is on stage at the fair September 19th at 11 a.m. Oh, I cannot wait. It's going to be so much fun. And I'll tell you this. We've got over 40 entries. And I do need to find people, if they want to get their hair cut, I would love to do it for you. I'm going to text everybody out later today. 888-465-2944. Just text mullet to that number, and I will pay for 3 people to get their hair cut in mullet style at All About Men Barbershop. October 9th, Andrea's House's golf tournament is happening at Clustered Spires. There's a QR code right there on your screen you can share, or look up Andrea's House on online, Facebook, and they have a website as well, andreashouse.org. August 25th, that is today. Oh, no, that was yesterday. I forgot to take that off. How about today? August 26th, 3 to sunset, sunflowers at Dutch Pride Farm. We were just talking about that. 3 to 7, Mount Airy Farmers Market is happening on Center Street. Our live stream is at 7. Tomorrow, Much Ado About Nothing from Ardeo Theater at Hood College. And the 28th, Brunswick Live on East Potomac Street from 4 to 8. The Music in the Village from 5 to 8 at Warman's Mill with the Monocacy Jazz Quartet. At 8, Key Stage Comedy through the Met is happening. There's a big extravaganza, 2 hours of improv happening there. Then the 29th, you have your Field Fresh Farmers Market at the Frederick Fairgrounds from 9 to 1. Starting at 10, it's Play Music on the Porch Day in New Market, right on Main Street. 10 to 1, you have your Frederick Farmers Market at Sophie and Madigan's Playground. 10 to noon, there is a food pantry. So if you know families who may be struggling right now, if they can get to Asbury United Methodist Church on Saturday from 10 to noon, Helping Hands and Caring Hearts is got everything stocked for you. 11 to 8, you have the Sunflower Festival at Summers Farm. 5 to 8, celebrate Mount Airy Block Party downtown on Main Street. And at 8 p.m., that Key Stage Comedy Extravaganza continues for 2 hours. And there's a karaoke dance party at Callahan's from 9:30 on. All right, I see Wayne Dorsey has hopped into the hot seat. We're going to get to him. Just got to take one quick break, and we'll be right back.
When you care deeply about Frederick County, you want your generosity to make a meaningful impact. The Community Foundation provides trusted leadership and guidance to connect people who care with the causes they care about, supporting local students, nonprofits, and community needs. Together, we're creating enduring impact and making more possible across Frederick County. Visit frederickcountygives.org.
Frederick, if you're craving real Chicago-style flavor, Rosati's is bringing it. From their cheesy, loaded deep dish pizza to crispy tavern-style thin crust, every bite is packed with that classic Rosati's taste. And don't sleep on the steak and cheese sub, hot, hearty, and seriously satisfying. Rosati's has been serving family recipes since 1964, and now you can get it right here in Frederick. Stop by 911 West 7th Street or order online at rosatispizza.com. Rosati's, keeping it real since 1964.
All right, heading back down to Studio 401 at 1 Warman's Mill Court. We've got Wayne Dorsey joining us in the studio. Good morning.
Hey, Dani, how are you?
I am excellent. How are you today?
What did they say on Dave Ramsey? Better than I deserve.
I love it. I love it. Well, I'm so happy to have you back on the show. It's been a while, actually. I think you saw us when we were down on Market Street, and I'm so happy to have you back. Now, you are founder of the Safe Ride Foundation, and you guys are celebrating a pretty big milestone.
Yes, ma'am. 10 years. Can you believe it?
That is unbelievable. I mean, 10 years ago, did you think that this is where you may have been?
I know about 4 people who actually went to school for something and then they said, I'm done with school and now I'm doing that exact thing. I know 4 people who have actually done that. So
yeah.
I know them. And my background's in computer engineering. And then I don't know, this certainly, fell into my life. And now it's been my life's honor to spend my entire adult life doing this. So, yeah.
Yeah, pretty amazing. That's something you started. Did you start this right in college or just out?
Sure. So I always tell people, when they ask me, hey, why'd you start an anti-drunk driving nonprofit? I always say, listen, I don't have a compelling story for you, but I always share with people. I started when I was in college. I went to West Virginia University, and it was a big party school, obviously. So I was an athlete. I was in a frat. And so I was just surrounded by people that did really dumb things all the time, right? And so I never had a DUI. I've never had a family or friend that ever passed away in a tragic accident. I don't have that story. But, again, background's in computer engineering. So when I had the idea for the app, I thought, hey, that could obviously save a community and impact lives, but it'd be a really cool job too. So here we are 10 years later. So yeah.
Yeah, I love it. 19,000 DUI offenses prevented, 45,000 volunteer hours.
Sure.
I mean, that is amazing. And it's not just about if you're out at the bar late and you need a ride home. Not only do you get a ride home, but your car comes home with you. You guys have expanded a little bit as well into these rides, helping just transportation, period.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'll give you guys a little spiel here. So we are the Safe Ride Foundation. We're the only nonprofit in Frederick County working to stop drunk driving. And the main program that we have is SOS Safe Ride. If you've ever been to any of the bars or restaurants around Frederick County where you see those posters in the bathrooms, right? Great real estate. Basically, we have a service that drives you home in your car if you have too much to drink. And so you go to the bar, you want to have 2 drinks, and you had 11, and we send 2 volunteers.
It happens every now and then.
And we send 2 volunteers, and one of us drives your car home for you. So
yeah,
that's our main program, the thing that we're known for. And then about 3 years ago, with the help of United Way, the Frederick County government, and a bunch of other stakeholders, we started the Rides for Good program, which helps people with a transportation instability. And so basically, whether it's low-income families or the elderly, we help people get to the human services that matter most. So we get people to the doctor, we get people to the grocery store, we get people to work even. And so since that program started about 3 years ago, we've now provided well over 3,000 rides so far in Frederick County. And it's kind of crazy. 1 in 3 households in Frederick County is either transportation limited or they live in a transportation desert in Frederick County.
Yeah.
And so, it's
and I
really
remember... Yeah, and I remember being on the board of United Way, knowing what an issue this is. Even though if you're in the city of Frederick, you're golden, right? Because we have free transit, and we love our transit of Frederick County, but Frederick City. But the county is where a lot of this happens, and I guess unfortunately, the county is the more affordable place to live, which means many people who, need these services have moved to an area that's more affordable, but then they don't have access to get to where they need to get to. And it's so great that you guys are picking this up. And obviously, this is growing very quickly, which is phenomenal.
Can I tell you a quick stat? So check this out. As you just said, there's a bit of a trade-off, right? If you live in the outskirts of the county. But here's how much of a trade-off. So the University of Minnesota did a study a couple of years ago where they did a study of transportation systems in different metropolitan areas. So they did one for DC and the greater Maryland area. And so what they found was that basically if you live in Maryland and you have access to a car, that means that you have access to 100% of the jobs in the state of Maryland, right? But if you don't have a car, but you live on a transit route, as in the bus can get to you, you can now access 9% of the jobs in the state of Maryland. Isn't that insane, right?
That is insane.
And what's even crazier is that here in Frederick County, I mean, shout out to Jamie and Roman over at Transit Services of Frederick County. They did 1 million rides last year, and Frederick County is the exception, not the rule when it comes to that. And so, we're trying to bridge the gap, if anything else. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And not even talking about the people who need it, our seniors or people who need to get to doctor's appointments or things like that, not even just the work aspect. So, it's amazing what you guys are continuing to uncover and educate people about. And for 10 years, it's just, I feel like this is going to continue to grow for you. How can we as community members support you in what you guys are doing with the Safe Ride Foundation?
So glad you asked. So I always say, hey, listen, I am not on this podcast or radio show or TV show to ask for money. Plenty of organizations do that. The greatest gift that you can give any organization, any mission, any cause is not your money. It's your time, right?
Yeah.
It's you. And so I always say, hey guys, give the gift of you. And go to our website, saferidefoundation.org/volunteer. And whether you can help somebody stay off the road that probably shouldn't be there at night, right? Or if you want to help somebody get to the doctor or get to work, we absolutely would love to have you as part of our team of over 140 volunteers. So
yeah, first of all, 140. Yeah, you need it, right? Because the more volunteers you have, the more people you can help in our community, right? Because you're limited by the number of people who are out doing what you need. So tell me what a volunteer shift would be like if someone were to volunteer. How does that look?
Absolutely. So let's say you're helping at SOS, right? At SOS, basically, it works kind of like a firehouse, right? It's really cool. So basically, our office is downtown, right across the street from the post office. And if you are walking downtown and you see us, feel free to wave. We love when people walk by. And,
I've run into you a few times on the street down there.
Right. And so basically, when you use our app, right? It is an on-demand service, as in it's not for emergencies. You can use it as your end-all be-all. And so you use the app, and then basically our dispatcher gets all the information, or you can call as well. And then we send out 2 volunteers. We say, hey, Carrie and John, go ahead and save this person that's out in Mount Airy or in Newmarket or what have you. And then basically we send them off like a firehouse, and they go drive the person home, and they save a life.
Yeah.
So that's how SOS works. On the Rides for Good side, it's a little more remote and more, in the way where it's more adherent to your schedule. And so that's what we do during the day. And so with that program, you do the rides that you're able to do. So if you say, hey, listen, I can drive someone home to work, drive someone home from work while I'm on the way home from my own job, that's great. And then, or if you're retired and you say, hey, listen, at noon on Thursday, I can drive Miss Sherry to the doctor. I can do that too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So it's phenomenal. Yeah. You can work around your schedule. You can, again, an hour or 2 a week can really, really make a huge impact. Because if we got 20 people to give 2 hours a week, my gosh, the number of rides and people that would impact would be phenomenal. And again, it is not only your time, but I always say as well with all of our nonprofits, it isn't always about the money. Even sharing this stream, letting people know, reminding people that this service exists, looking into it, researching, so that you are more informed and can pass it along to your organizations, work or otherwise, is really, really phenomenal. All right. And what else is coming up for you that I know you're always doing something fun. What else is coming up for you in the near future?
Sure. So the third version of our mobile app just got released. We've had an app basically from the beginning, and we just did a complete overhaul, and it's like we're very, very proud of it.
Yeah,
so,
nice.
So go to our website, sossaferide.org or saferidefoundation.org, and download the app. And also, it's an early beta, so please break it. Tell us what's wrong and all that good stuff. We're trying to figure it out. And but no, we're really excited to
That's
be able to
amazing.
have some tech that makes it so.
So, do you still lean on your engineering, and are you involved in the building and breaking of these apps and things like that?
Yeah. That is like one of the most interesting parts of my job, and luckily like I feel very blessed that we're able to I'm finally able to outsource that part, because that's my baby, you know what I mean? Oh man,
I love it. Any new stand-up on the way? If people don't know, Wayne is very good at stand-up comedy. You've done a couple of events, big events for Safe Ride, as well as just for fun. What's happening in that realm?
Sure. So our biggest fundraiser is as you said, the Over the Limit Comedy Fest. See what I did there? And so basically every year around like April or so, we have a big comedy show at the Weinberg Center where we bring in some Netflix comedian, and then I usually host, and we have some Frederick comedians that will like round out the cast. We've had Jim Gaffigan in the past. We had Todd Berry last year, Maria, like all my heroes basically. So, but I tower over all of them.
You do. You are literally way bigger than them, not only in our hearts, but literally. We love that. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So be on the lookout for that. Make sure you're following the Safe Ride Foundation on the socials, and then you'll be notified as soon as those tickets are released and the new act is announced. It's a lot of fun. We went last year and had a great time, and obviously for an amazing cause. So we appreciate you coming in today, and it's so great to see you, and we look forward to some updates very soon.
Very cool. And by the way, before I go, like I said, we try to make sure we do the big call to action. So we'd love to have you as a volunteer. So saferidefoundation.org/volunteer. Come try it out. It will be the funnest volunteering you ever do in your life. I guarantee you that. So
yeah, I bet I might have to do that a little bit on the side too. I think that would be so fun, really. Anyway, and you're helping a lot. So thank you so much to Wayne. All right. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back and talk to Helen Roth about Scottish country dancing, not line dancing. Just here we go.
Sponsored by Maryland Lottery. Tons of ways to win. Hot scratch-offs like big money, where a $5 ticket could net you $50,000, or the $2 Monopoly ticket with a top prize of $10,000. Go to mdlottery.com for all the details. Plus, you can download the app and scan your tickets to see if you're a winner. Must be 18 to play. Please play responsibly.
How much should law enforcement be able to see when you drive down the street? Flock cameras are raising serious questions about public safety, privacy, tracking, and your data. Now, Everything Frederick Live is bringing the conversation face to face. Join Maryland gubernatorial candidate Dan Cox, Frederick County Sheriff Chuck Jenkins, former Frederick Mayor Jeff Holtzinger, and State Senator William Folden for a special flock camera town hall. The questions are yours. The conversation starts here. Join us Wednesday, August 26th at 7 p.m. on Everything Frederick Live.
Sponsored by Lawn Squad. Quick and easy quote, and you can be on your way to having the best lawn in the neighborhood. Watch the progress as Brian from Lawn Squad brings Danny's lawn back to life. Visit lawnsquad.com.
Oh, my lawn looks phenomenal. It also helps that we've had probably the wettest, coolest August, maybe, I don't know, and that I remember. Normally at this time, everything's all crunchy and dead, but not me. All right, we're heading back down to Studio 401. We've got Helen Roth with us today, and we're going to be talking about Scottish country dancing. Welcome.
Thank you. Yes.
Nice to see you again. It's been a while. I think the last time I saw you, I came to the Walkersville Library, and you guys were dancing there. So welcome to Good Morning Frederick.
Thank you.
All right, let's talk about Scottish country dancing. First of all, how did you discover this, and when did it start here in Frederick?
Well, I discovered it myself probably about 12 years ago when I was at FCC, and we did an international kind of group. Then the Scottish dancers were there dancing. Now, how long they've actually been in Frederick, I haven't got a clue, because I was looking for them for years for my mother, who Scottish country dances over in the UK, but I could never find a group because, unfortunately, none of us are very tech savvy.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I love it. And that's okay. But you do enjoy dancing. And so you have a group. Well, they say since 1994, Valerie Hill has been Scottish country dancing here in Frederick, which is amazing. And it's so fun, right?
So fun.
Yeah.
We just laugh pretty much the entire time because it doesn't matter how long you've been doing this, you mess up.
Yeah. Yeah. So tell us what you get when you do this on a weekly basis, and then we'll talk about how people can join you in your classes. What is it like when you show up?
Well, the obvious is you're out, you're socializing, you're moving. It's very good for your body and excellent for your brain, especially as you're getting older, although it's not specifically for necessarily older people. But the beautiful thing about the Scottish country dancing is you don't have to have bouncy athletic abilities to do it. We're all at various levels of broken. And then there's also some people who are extremely athletic and beautiful to watch. But I would say our group probably doesn't fall into that category too much.
Yeah. So really, when you're looking for people to join you, this is really all levels of any sort of dance. Everything is taught as if you're a beginner, and that you guys welcome this. This is not a performance type group, the one that meets weekly. It's more just fun and social. And that's what you guys do. It's so fun. You guys were having a great time when I saw you back in Walkersville. You now have a newer home. Is that correct?
Well, we're currently and have been for a while now in the Clover Hill Neighborhood Clubhouse, which is off of Foulstone Drive.
Yeah.
And it's working out beautifully. It's a lovely size, air conditioned, heated. Very easy.
I love the things that are important, right? I love the things that are important.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you say it's not performance based, and it's not. We don't currently do any shows other than occasionally someone will say, "Can you come and show what it is?" Because a lot of people don't actually know what it is. A lot of people think of Highland dancing, which is very athletic. We do not fall into that category.
Yeah.
It's more of set dancing. It's if people know contra, it's somewhat similar to that, but with less twirling. It's fun. But we are using the weekly class times to learn. And Valerie takes us every year, starting right at the beginning. For anybody who wants to join us, that's the time to join, because we go over every single move through the dances as we go. And she'll introduce a new term such as circle, round and back. Sounds pretty obvious, is pretty obvious. But when it's done right, it's actually very pretty and it flows and you're not tripping over your feet, which is something that we tend to do when we're not doing it properly. And then she'll incorporate that move into an actual dance before the end of the evening. So you have a satisfaction of learning a new move and completing it within a dance, all within one evening. Big thing about the Scottish.
Yeah, no, and you guys are getting ready to start up your fall semester. So each semester is 20 weeks, and this one runs September through January, and it's only $60. That's really affordable.
It has to be the cheapest activity in Frederick.
It does. Seriously. And I think that you cannot beat it. And again, you're saying for the social aspect, just knowing you have a place to go on Tuesday evenings, located right in Clover Hill, which is, pretty accessible off of 15 and in neighborhoods around the northern side of Frederick County. Really, really a fun way to spend a Tuesday evening for sure.
Very much. And it's not just the weekly meetings and practices. Once you actually learn the moves, and it usually takes about 6 months before you're ready to go to an actual dance. But the greater Washington, D.C. area, as well as Northern Virginia, puts on dances of various levels, including tea dances, which are meant as beginner dances. So then you go out to a social event as well, where you dress up a little nicer and you get to socialize with even more people, and you're being held by the hand the whole way. So it's not a scary thing. It's meant to be fun, and that's what it's all about. And the lessons on the Tuesday nights are designed to help you get to that area of fun.
That comfort level of knowing kind of what you're doing, which is so fun. So how long have you been doing this dancing?
Well, I've been doing it probably for about 10 or 11 years now.
Okay.
And I even go home to the UK and I slot right in with the dancers there. That's something else for people who do travel. You can go anywhere in the world and it's the same dances. It's the same moves. I will say the terminology can be somewhat complicated for me sometimes, but everybody's there for the same reason, to have fun. So it's a very welcoming group.
Yeah, we love it. All you got to do is hop online, look up Frederick Scottish Country Dancers, and you will find information on Facebook and their website. And if you're looking for a fun outlet, meeting new people, getting out there, getting social, and moving your body. We talk a lot on this show about how important it is to keep your body in motion no matter what age you are. This is a really vital thing, as well as providing a fun evening as well. We thank you so much for coming on this morning, and wish you all a lovely fall semester, and can't wait to see you again here on Good Morning Frederick.
And if I may,
Sure.
just a couple of points. Also, there is studies out that Scottish country dancing guards against Alzheimer's, which is a huge benefit as we are getting older. And Clover Hill residents get to dance completely free because we're using their clubhouse.
Oh, well, that's very nice. Actually, I think the last time I saw you, you might have just been having or getting ready to have knee surgery. I think. And I think for recovery and things like that, it's so good to keep moving.
As I said, most of us are a little broken.
Yeah. I think all of us in life are some level of broken, so that's all good.
And everybody, if somebody wants to join us, all they have to do is turn up at Clover Hill Clubhouse on September the 15th, I believe it is, that Tuesday.
Okay.
At 7:30.
All right, September 15th, 7:30 at the Clover Hill Clubhouse. Go join Helen and the rest of the Frederick Scottish Country Dancers. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. And we're going to pop out there and see you on Tuesday evening and show everybody how fun it is.
Thank you.
All right. We want to thank Helen so much for joining us. That's going to wrap up our show for today. I wish you all a fantastic rest of the week. See you tomorrow morning right here. Don't forget, join us tonight at 7 o'clock. Chris is saying the question that should be asked about flock cameras is, what exactly is the information collected other than license plate? when your vehicle passes the camera? Does it collect all Bluetooth information and sent to data centers? Hence the recent need. It could very well be, and we will ask those questions. It would be awesome, again, if we have people who are really, we've reached out to everybody who has access to or has been key in implementing these cameras, and none have said that they're coming forward. But if you know somebody who knows about the technology, we would love to have them on as well. So we will see you tonight for that. Don't forget to grab your tickets to Frederick Feud on September 17th. That is going to be so much fun. And we're going to give away lots of money, which I love to do as well. All right. We got John's House coming up next right here on the network. Then we've got Last of the Good Old Boys coming this evening at 6. And we've got the Bunk Room Chats right after our live town hall with Flock, about the Flock cameras. All right. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you right here tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
This episode is a proud production of the Everything Frederick Live Podcast Network. Your home for Frederick's best podcasts, streaming daily on YouTube.